Wait, are we going on 3 or
We're
what?
gonna 1, 2, 3, then go.
Okay,
ready?
Happy anniversary!
Oh my gosh, guys, we cannot believe it, but we have officially eclipsed the sun one full time, 365 days, and 56 releases of content between our full season and a half, plus our practice campaign, plus our 5 one-shots on our website. Guys, thank you so much. Honestly, like the fact that you guys are listening and that you still continue to tune in and even text us and tell us when we've missed a week, like it means so much to us. We really appreciate that you guys are just loving on our passion project so much. And I don't know about you guys at the table, but I'm super excited to go another year.
Me too. For sure. Yeah.
Yep.
Good times.
Absolutely.
Awesome. Well, cheers to 1 year. Have a drink on us, and we'll see what the next year has in store for us.
I'm excited for it.
Thanks, guys. Hi, welcome to me inn. Ha ha! It looks like the bard is about to begin. I'll pour ya an ale over the stories, fables, and tales about the swords, sickles, and spells in the depths of the swells. So take a listen to the tales that we spin here at the Carriage Rest Inn.
Howdy there, listeners, and welcome to another episode of Carriage Rest Tales. I'm your host and Dungeon Master Mike, and to my left we have...
Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Ryan. I'll be playing Kincaid. Oh boy, did a lore and backstory bomb go off last episode. Kincaid learned that he is years old, and at one point previously fought the god of chaos when Dorma and Ivana were just one singular planet, and I guess went into the void at some point and reemerged when the world was split between Dorma and Ivana. So
Just a little
It's fine.
Just a little nugget of backstory and lore.
Just a
nothing
nugget.
important.
Nope.
Just an old
Nothing shattering at all.
grouchy sorcerer that,
God, you're so old.
I feel old.
Do you now feel old? Like all of a sudden, like things just make sense. Like why it
The
hurts when you wake
sneeze
up.
and your back hurts. Like, oh, where'd that come from? Move a
That-
couch. It's like, oh, that would hurt.
That like white hair that's randomly
No,
just like
not yet.
not yet.
Not yet.
All right.
Slow down.
Okay.
And this is Nick. I will be playing Vaso, the half-orc barbarian. In the last episode, he really tested out that tapestry of Nomus and tried to figure out how it worked, and learned that it only works probably learned that it only works when Nomus is on the same side of Dorma or Ivana.
Hey guys, it's Sam, and I play Woods, the Elven Ranger. Yeah, so Woods is super confused. She doesn't do well with like big meta things. So the whole, and I apologize for last week's episode, the whole 2 worlds to 1 world to possibly 4, like she doesn't know what she's doing, but she knows she just wants to find her friend, and that's what she's on track for.
We're going to start this episode by doing one small correction that I had noticed when I was editing last time. Vaso had requested that you open a rift to kind of go in there and see what everything was happening, and then you close the rift. Something that you noticed when doing this interaction was the rift opened a lot bigger than you thought it was going to, and it took a lot more energy to close the rift than you thought it would.
So it took less energy to open a larger rift, but way more energy to close it.
Yes. To put it in numbers' sake, you rolled a 3 to open the rift. Pretend the rift would have been the same size as if you had rolled a 6.
Okay.
And then it took 12 to close it.
Oh, everything's doubled.
Yep.
Weird.
Kincaid was behind you like, that's a big rift.
Well, why aren't you closing it yet?
It's a big rift.
No, I think that would have been Vaso. Close it.
Close it.
I didn't say that big.
Did his rage get more intense?
No, it did not.
Oh. Are you working on your rage? Have we talked about this?
Well, no. Oh, I'm working on it, but you don't remember now because, well, okay, you kind of remember.
No,
but
like
you're
I still
not,
know. I just don't know that one specific time.
Yeah, that one specific.
Yeah.
And I think it's maybe less urgent for me because I lost the memory of when I got stuck on the other
Okay,
side.
gotcha.
So I think I'm still working on it, but not as
Urgently.
urgently.
Okay.
There's this great documentary you should check out. It's got Adam Sandler and Jack Nicholson. Great about anger management.
Yeah. Historical film.
Historical.
And I'm also going to be handing Nicholas an inspiration.
Ooh.
This was during your guys' conversation of if there was one world or two worlds or four worlds. Ultimately, it came down to it. Did we go back in time to the single world or is it still two worlds? And Nick was like, hey, Woods, why don't you open a rift? And that's just going to answer the question right away.
Well done.
So that was awesome.
Yay.
All right, now we can actually pick back up where we were. We were in Stomperton. You guys just got to the city center, which is really 4 buildings surrounding a well. But then off on the side, there was like a little building that was about the size of a hen coop, and it just was stuffed full of golden shards. And I think there was a sign that said something like, to our loved ones that died in the year of death or something like that.
What's this?
That's right, because we thought there might have been a, what's that word? Hold on.
Is that a cow in the background we're hearing?
It is.
Oh my God.
This is the farming.
Vaso
farmland.
feels at home.
Do you feel at home? Just like soothing cow.
There's cows, chickens.
Oh
You hear
my-
dogs every once in a while.
Did you add these or is this like
no,
a
it's just the,
it's like a
it's
real
the playlist, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I don't think Kincaid would have known this, but you all would have known from the first season that there's that Murdana.
Yeah, we talked about this.
Oh,
Yeah,
Yeah, I was just trying to remember with you saying the bunch of,
People died. We have to figure
Yeah.
out.
because it's been 1.5 years
Yeah.
since we've been gone.
Correct.
Guys, we need to I feel like there's a lot of things we need to do. First of all, I'm hungry. So can we figure that out? We need somewhere to sleep. And then I really feel like we need to figure out what this whole year of loss was that ever like what is that? The farmer
I think it's
Joe
everybody
mentioned it.
dying.
Well,
I mean, all
she
the,
like rolls her eyes at you. But
yes,
like why?
We're back at it.
Yeah, but like why?
Can Vaso roll a history check, see if he remembers anything about like those sudden deaths?
Sure. Go ahead.
10.
The 10, you would just remember that there's a thing called Mordina, which stands for the unknown death. And you just learned from Farmer Joe that, like last year, there was a span of time for about a year where a lot of people were just dying. They didn't know why. They assumed it was like a monster, but they would just see a golden shard out in the field, but not really like signs of a struggle or anything like that.
And I forget, how long were we stuck in that warp? Or
You guys were stuck in the warp for about a year and a half.
year and a half? Okay.
Here's what I propose.
Okay.
We
I'm in.
either follow the tapestry to find your friend, or we go to Carhang.
Yeah.
Because I felt like when we were in the middle of the void, I feel like that was at the center of everything. And the battle there is what caused all the rifts to open. So we could go there while we're over here.
Yeah.
Because when we determined it was like 4 days.
Correct. And you guys were on your way to the pigsty to see Susan about spending the night, I believe. Just to wrap us up where we left off last time.
So
Because is Nomus pulling you in that direction of Carhang?
can we discern that?
Have we been able to figure that out with the map? Because you found a map, right?
Yeah, we found him out.
Vaso had determined that it was pulling them towards the direction of Black Bay Harbor.
So
Is that-
opposite.
that's
That's
in the-
west or east. It's on the other side of the world. So it feels like we can go either way to get there. But Carhang is south,
So we either take a 4-day journey south to Carhang,
out of our way, and 4
And
days
then
back.
backtrack
Let's
to get
alright,
to Black Bay Harbor,
let's talk about
where you
Carhang.
all are still wanted. But
Don't
a
remind
year and
me.
a half
I think
has
we're
passed.
I think we're so far away, and it's been a year and a half. I think the heat on us is low. We may still be wanted.
Yeah, I definitely think in Black Bay
But-
Harbor, I still think it's going to be a thing. They're going to be looking for us, or at least if they see us, we're going to be taken. I don't know. What do you want to do, Vaso? Do you want to go to Carhang? And
I want to go to Carhang.
all right, let's go.
I mean, we're over
Can we
here.
go tomorrow?
Yeah, we'll
Yeah,
rest.
hacking down all those
A little
trees and stuff. No thanks to you all. Tiring.
We offered to help. You
Well,
stumped away.
well, you made me mad.
Well, okay, well, I can't help it that when you're angry, you don't accept help from others.
Wow. There it is.
See what I,
I need-
mean?
I was
You
here-
See what
yeah.
I mean?
I need a snack.
I don't need to rehash this, but I'm all for helping you find your friend. But when I needed to find my captain, nothing. So that's why I got a little upset.
I understand.
And I had to take it out on nature, which, being a sea guy,
Thank
I
God
don't
none of us
care,
are druids.
right?
All right, let's all right, we're gonna go into the first on this chicken coop situation.
Correct.
Can I investigate a little bit and 17. on the like plaque? Like, is there anything else that says besides the year of loss? Does it give us any descriptions or anything other than just the year of loss?
Just says the year of loss, and there's, I don't know how many shards we said, but probably around 20.
Okay, for a super small town.
Yes, exactly. It's a big percent of the population of this small town.
Vasso's going to go, like, he's going to get checked in to the hotel or
Pigsty.
Yeah,
let's go,
Pigstock,
let's
whatever.
go talk to Susan.
Susan.
I was going to go talk to Farmer Joe.
Oh.
Help him out and then just casually talk to him. Maybe I want to see if he knows, if he could describe some of the people who suddenly passed away.
Okay, so you're going to go back to Farmer Joe, and then what is Woods and Kincaid going to do?
I'm hungry. Shocker.
Kincaid, being the former general that he is, wants to make sure the town's secure. So I want to ask Farmer Joe where the nearest town is from here, just so I have an idea where the next town is. And then maybe just do like a quarter-mile sweep, like circular sweep around this town, just to see what's around.
Okay,
Get a lay of the land, as it were.
sounds
I
good.
know the jungle is nearby,
Yes, so
the other side of it.
he would let you know that outside the jungle, the ruined city of Carhang is 4 days away. Zimbara, which is the Loxodon capital, is 5 days away. But he doesn't really know of any other towns between those because it's mostly just jungle. But he will let you know that there's 2 major rivers that kind of isolate the jungle. So it's like town, jungle all around it, and then 2 big rivers that kind of flank the north and south.
Okay, all right.
That's all he would know. He's not much of an explorer, so that's just what he hears from passers.
I just don't want to get caught off guard. So I think he would go do a quarter-mile circumference.
I would imagine you just walk the jungle line
Yeah, just
so you can see all like the farmstead and everything. You do notice on your walk that the majority of all of the population are ogres.
okay.
I would like to talk to Susan, the innkeeper.
Okay, so you go in to talk to Susan.
Yeah.
Welcome to the pigsty.
Hi, Susan. My name is Woods.
Nice to meet you, Woods. We don't really get many visitors.
Yeah, that is what we've heard. We ran into Farmer Joe on our way into town.
Oh, isn't he so polite?
He is so sweet. Just the nicest ogre I've ever met.
He makes the best bread.
I heard that he was literally chopping wheat when we met him.
He usually chops around this night so he can bring us some bread in the morning.
Well, listen, I'm excited to try some of this bread in the morning. Do you happen to have a couple of rooms for me and my compatriots?
Yes, we have 2 rooms.
Great. We'll take both of them. And also, can I get some? I'd love something to eat.
Oh, I can whip you up something. What type of food do you like?
I mean, whatever. What's your specialty?
Well, we don't really have a specialty other than it's really farm to table. So here's the chickens outside. We got some chickens.
Yeah, I mean, chicken and
We
bread.
haven't slaughtered a cow in a while, so I don't have any red meat, but I can.
No, I mean, whatever you have back there, I'd be more than welcome. I'm not a picky eater.
Okay, yeah, we'll cook up a couple of chickens. Is it just 1, 2?
I mean, just for me, yeah. When the guys get back, I'm sure they could get themselves something. I'm not quite sure their appetites these days.
All right, I'll whip you up a chicken, and maybe I'll throw some root vegetables in there.
That sounds delicious. Thank you so much.
All right,
So then I would assume we'd like chit chat a little bit.
sure. What are you trying to find?
I would like to kind of just ask her about the town and
It is a him.
oh, it's a him. I'm so sorry.
An ogre named Sue.
An ogre named Sue. I love it. I want to ask about the year of loss. So what can I saw your golden shard kind of capsule out there. What
Oh, you're talking about the monument?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Are you guys are not releasing those in the Festival of Light?
I don't know what you're talking about with the Festival of Light, but it is probably, once we get a couple more shards in there, we'll probably release it.
Okay. What I saw the plaque and it said the year of loss. I don't know if I'm really familiar with that.
Yeah, we've had quite a few extra deaths than we normally have. It luckily has slowed down, so whatever monsters have been out in the jungle must have moved on. Thank you, because it's getting a little hard around the farms. We were losing so many people, but it's settled and we're starting to get back into our new normal, and I think we've gotten over the hump.
That's great. What did it just happen here? Or, I mean, I know Farmer Joe said that you guys don't really chat with a bunch of people outside of the community. Did this year of loss kind of happen in other places, or do you think it was just from the jungle?
We're not really sure. The jungle's pretty thick and dangerous, so we tend to just stay here. Occasionally, some of those White and Black clan will kind of show up every once in a while, just walking on those little game trails, but they usually only stay for a couple of days and then they're on their way.
The what?
The White and Black clan.
What's that?
I can't remember what they call their order, but it's got like a symbol of white and black on their chests.
Understand? Yeah. No. I think that's right. The White and Black clan.
They're pretty friendly folk, but
good.
they just usually stop in on. I think they walk between that big city up north to that ruins down south.
The big Zanzibar.
I don't know what that city's name is.
Gotcha. Yeah. Have they been here lately?
No, it's been probably a couple months since they came by.
Interesting.
They seemed very stressed last time they came, but out of the normal for them. Usually they're, as I said, pretty nice folk normally.
Awesome. Okay. Yeah. I'm so sorry to hear about all of your loss. I'm sure that's been really hard on the community.
It took a while to get over, but luckily, as I said, we've gotten over that hump, and now we're getting back to our new normal.
Hey, here's to the new norm. And she picks up her glass and cheers a bit, and then
Perfect.
just continues eating and small talk.
We're going to switch over to Vaso. You wanted to talk to Farmer Joe?
Yeah, I mean, I figured we'd start, come up and, offer to help, with farming and whatever you might need help with.
Oh, I would love some help farming. How are you with shingles?
I'm great with shingles.
All right, cool. So we had a storm come through the other day and blew off some shingles on my shed. So maybe after we get this wheat down, we can maybe repair part of that.
Okay. Yeah.
Old Ed used to do it for us, but that monster got him a couple years ago, and stuff's starting to now fall apart without the upkeep, so we could really use a helpful hand.
Who was your friend? What is his name?
His name was Ed.
Ed. What?
Ed the Shingle Man.
Shingle Man.
No, he's more like a handyman, but...
can you tell me a little bit more about Ed? What was he like?
Oh, he was a nice, big, strong man, and he just could do all sorts of building and repairing. He was really the foundation of this town, and, well, at least from the building side. But he unfortunately met his end a couple years ago, and his apprentice is doing an okay job. I think he just needs some experience, but we'll probably get there. But if you are good at that now, we might take advantage of the hospitality, if you don't mind.
Yeah, I can give it a shot. So Vaso will try to ease into try to talk about the other people that had passed away. Is there, and he wants to try to maybe pick up if there's a pattern, if there's a common characteristic between all these people.
The only common characteristic you would notice is that they are all ogres. And then same thing that you would notice as Kincaid did. As you're looking around, everybody in this town is ogres.
Okay.
So it's not necessarily a pattern, but just more.
Okay.
But their ages tended to vary. Genders tended to vary. Professions tended to vary.
Okay.
Everything here about them is, I'm going to point out, it's all super positive, though. They're all really nice people. But that's also not too unnormal for you guys in Ivana, where people tend to be nicer.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so I think the only thing else that Vaso wants to request, and he's feeling like he's at home, and, when he was back at home, Amberton, he used to spend the night out in a hammock outside, so he would ask if he could crash a night with a hammock if he has one. So.
Yeah, we got a hammock. You can definitely use that. You can either set it up here on our property, or you can take it over to where your friends are if you wanted to be closer to them. Pretty much anywhere you want to go. You're a nice, helpful gent.
Yeah, I'd appreciate that. If you don't mind, I'd like to set it up by the farm here. It just makes me feel like I'm back at home.
Yeah, you grew up in a farming community?
I did. My father, he raised me on a farm, so.
What type of farming? And you guys would just talk about farming.
Yeah.
I don't think I can roleplay anything about farming.
I would love to hear you roleplay about farming.
Chicken clucks and the
chicken clucks, yeah.
Snoits.
That's what farmers talk about.
Yeah.
Sounds their animals make. E-I-E-I-O.
Yeah.
Buck snorts.
So that's kind of Woods and Vasos. Kincaid, you were just doing your perimeter check. You see that there's not much defenses. So there's not like a fence perimeter around the jungle. So you sense that it could be a monster that maybe came out into the fields, because there's nothing really to stop them from doing that. But you also don't notice any big paw prints or claw marks or anything like that.
Okay. Kincaid's feeling kind of rudderless because he needs a mission.
I believe that.
He's ready to go do something.
Are you going to come back and join me at the hotel? Loose term.
Yeah, I think after he would do his perimeter check, try to figure out if we were to get attacked, where would it come from? Once he feels secure and knows where to look for an attack, I think he would go back.
The only thing that you really noticed was there was a game trail on the north and a game trail on the south, which Woods has already kind of put together. Is the trail to Zimbara is the north, and then to the south is to the ruins of Carhang.
So would I in my quarter-mile walk to the south, would I gather that following the river south would take us to maybe Carhang? Maybe, because I think I would take the map with me just to kind of figure things out.
Yeah, you would take the map with you and you would notice that following the river kind of goes southeast. So you wouldn't necessarily go to Carhang, but more inland.
Okay. All right.
As you walk into the pigsty, you see Susan. Howdy, you must be Woods' friend.
Some days.
But you are kind of a little bit stunned because you recognize Susan.
Oh.
You recognize Susan, and he looks exactly like that ogre pirate that you were imprisoned next to in Stringham.
Oh.
Do you remember when you were on the boat?
The one that kept trying to say, like...
The one that kept trying to recruit him to the pirates.
Speechless.
Well, no, I guess would do all ogres, do they look different? I guess I just assume, like, I don't know.
You wouldn't be able to tell them apart?
Yeah.
Wow. What
Well,
ogreist statement
I mean,
that is.
generally all monsters, like,
Yeah,
they don't have, like, discerning characteristics or...
These ogres do.
Yeah, these ogres would have some...
Okay.
I mean,
I
they're
didn't
all...
know that. We never described the ogres.
You're fine. No.
You
You're
never
fine.
said the pirate on the ship had, like, red hair
Yeah.
and
Yeah. I didn't
a mustache or
specify
a
that.
tattoo that said mom on it. And now Sue has the same one.
That's what it is. It's the mom
Mama's
tattoo.
The mom tattoo. Yeah, the ogres are... I picture them like just bigger orcs. Like, they're all going to be bigger in stature with strength on them, but they're all going to have all different kind of characteristics, like facial hair, scars, hair color.
Clothes.
But that's what you notice
Okay.
when you walk in. But Susan's just very cordial and, howdy, welcome to the pigsty. You must be Woods' friend.
So knowing all that now,
Yeah.
I think Kincaid would get very defensive and pull out his trident,
Oh.
point it at Susan, and say, "Is this some trap?
What?
Are you trying to recruit me to your pirate
Pirate?
and
Pirate?
Evil ways
Recruit
again?
you? Evil ways?
you were on that ship
Excuse me, sir.
laughing at me,
I would never
accusing
laugh
me of
at
being
you.
a pirate?"
A pirate? I hate the water. Why would I go anywhere near the water? It's scary.
I know you're up to something.
I don't know. Is he always like this? He turns into.
Oh,
asks
am I
Woods.
there?
Yeah.
Hey.
This is the same ogre that
Okay.
was on the ship
Yep.
after my battle
I would never
Yeah,
be on
and
that
that was
ship.
laughing at
No,
me saying
yeah.
I was a pirate
I am a
trying to
polite
get me to
gentleman.
go
Hey.
to Dorma.
Hey. Yeah, because
That's him.
I know.
Where's
No.
Dorma?
Remember
I
what
know,
we know?
ogre characteristics,
Yeah.
and they are the same.
Ogre characteristics? What are you talking
I'm
about?
So, Susan,
An
I'm
ogre
so...
is not an ogre, is not an ogre.
Yeah. Okay. So, Susan,
I
I'm
don't
so
understand what he's
sorry.
saying.
And she's gonna
I've never been on the water. I hate the water.
She's gonna run up to.
Where's the
to
professor?
Kincaid. Stop.
Professor?
He's gonna.
I know he's over here somewhere.
Hey.
What's a professor?
Hey, stop.
Your boss.
I don't.
The one that's after
I
us.
run my own pigsty. This is a.
Yeah, it's a front.
Kincaid.
You money laundering.
Money.
She's now in front of him, grabs both of his shoulders, strength check.
That is the ogre from the ship. I never forget a face.
8. I got an 8.
Well, I've never seen your face.
Hey, look at me.
Kind of convenient. You're like, hey,
Kincaid.
aren't you Red's
Oh
friend?
my God, Kincaid.
What?
You know what we know. You know that there are two, and she's like whispering in his ear, there are two people. There is one here and one there. The pirate you saw is a Dorma. This is his match. Bring it down a notch. Bring it down. Apologize to the nice innkeeper and tell her your blood sugar's low.
And I think I would remember that the tapestry. Okay, there's good Nomus. There's bad Nomus. I'm very sorry. I had a very bad experience. You just
have such a familiar face. I think that's what it is.
You had a bad experience with an ogre?
just one.
Just I don't know who that could have been. And he like starts thinking, like you see him thinking through like the people, and he's like pointing, like no, he's pretty nice. No, he wouldn't hurt a fly.
This was
On
near.
a boat, nobody here likes water.
This was on the other, like near Black Bay Harbor.
Near what's he
Those-
talking about?
I
Those-
think, his blood sugar's really low, and sometimes, and she like side mouths, like he gets things confused, like his dreams and reality.
Mm.
So, he's one of those.
Yeah, we had one of them.
So, chicken, would you like some chicken and some root vegetables?
We also have
for
some.
those of you who can't see us, the look that Ryan is giving me. And then he's gonna come in and she's gonna be like, so sit down, Kincaid, because Susan was just telling us about the white and black order that likes to walk around here. And last time they were really frustrated and seemed upset when they walked through here.
They just seemed like they were in a hurry.
Which direction were they going?
They were heading down south. I'm guessing to those ruined cities. That's where they're usually going. Occasionally they come back the other way, but this time around they've been going south.
Is that wild?
That's something.
Yeah, it's definitely this
But
chicken.
since my
is
blood
so
sugar's too low, I don't want to say anything else.
good. Yeah, that would be really good. Why don't you
Other
eat?
that, I am very sorry, Sue, about that. Is
We
there
all have-
anything
we all
I
have
can do
mix-ups.
around here to help? I feel really bad.
Well, I think there's been some people that have been trying to fix up their house a little bit.
Yeah, you don't want me doing that.
Oh, okay.
Anything else?
He's really good with nets.
Oh, you're good with nets?
Yeah, anything in the river? Did you lose something in the river?
Fishing?
We don't really go to the river.
How about some fish? You need some fish from your cold storage?
I've never really had fish.
Oh, it's delicious.
We really don't like to go near the water.
Well, what if we brought you some?
I would love that.
Okay.
I think that's
I'm going to
fine.
eat. I probably need to take a dip anyway to cool myself. I'm going to catch you some fish.
I'll walk to the river with you.
We should probably accompany one another.
I think we should.
Once my blood sugar's back up,
Yeah. The winking that's happening at the table right now.
Some sugar cane you can take with you? It's like a little...
yeah, I'll gnaw on that.
Chewy
I'll
candy.
gnaw on
Yeah,
that.
that sounds.
Seems
I would
fitting for
I
the
would love
area
that.
we're in.
I'd absolutely love some of those also.
And then he opens the back and just cuts down some sugar cane.
Yes.
All right, well,
Pork it over.
we don't really...
You could use that as...
Okay.
We don't really have any fishing nets, but I guess you're good with nets.
I got my trident.
I guess you're already set
Do you have a
then.
basket?
Sure, we got a basket.
I'll take the basket. He'll get the fish. We'll be back in about an hour or two.
And it's one of the bigger baskets that go on your back.
Perfect.
And it's really big for you because it's meant for ogres.
Okay. I love it.
It's ogre size.
Yes. Ogres. So I guess on our little journey,
Did that not... You probably didn't get a good look
I
at
don't.
it.
I believe you. I listen.
So I'm sorry.
It's fine.
I see someone that's
Yeah.
attacking me and they look exactly alike.
Listen. No, you're fine. It's understandable. Isn't this wild though that we've officially met somebody and their other person?
I guess this was
we met the cave guy, Carmine.
Oh, yeah.
I wasn't... Who?
Oh, and then she just hears Vaso's voice. Like, hey, Carmine. We've done this before. We've met.
I guess this would be Kincaid's first time.
Yeah.
Meeting.
So at the order.
Well, I didn't really know the pirate ogre other than he was a jerk.
Yeah, but you saw him.
Yeah.
This
But
happened
just
to us
distinct
before.
personality differences.
Oh, very different. Very, very different. And sometimes they're nice on both sides. Like Cave Carmine, for example, he was our chef and he was great on our side at the order. And then we met him randomly up at Amelia's mother's and he was also super nice. So they're not always bad coming from Dorma.
So here's a question. When we find Nomus, how are you going to know that it's Nomus?
I don't know. I'm hoping we just know. I know that's wild and not an answer, but I'm hoping we just know.
All right.
All right, let's get some fish. And
I got to
also,
wait a half an hour.
before you swim. I think it's gonna take us that long.
Cramps.
Yeah.
I think blood sugar drops funny. When
Yeah.
you cramp in the water.
Luckily, you can breathe water.
Oh, yeah.
What are we gonna do about the order being here?
Well, we probably shouldn't go south.
Yeah, I'm also so nervous that I introduced myself as Woods. Like, what if they come back through? I'm sure Caesar's going to be the type of person who just talks about everything. This is a big deal, us being here.
Something tells me she's going to remember me now more than you.
I hope so. All right.
And it has been a year and a half, so
Yeah.
they may think we're dead.
Hopefully.
And you're still disguised, so...
True. Okay, so we get the fish. We go back.
I want to get a nice sample. I want to do a catfish, maybe...
Go ahead and roll a survival check to see how good your sample is.
I'm down there with them.
Animal handling.
Survival or animal handling.
I thought that would have been higher. Okay. I'm going to use my cat dice that I bought at Gen Con.
Ooh.
Natty Kitty. 14.
Yeah, so you end up with a pretty good selection. So what were you trying to get? Catfish,
I like, like a catfish, maybe...
some bass.
bass, maybe
Salmon.
some salmon, a trout.
Wow, this is a very intense
It's
river.
a pretty fruitful river.
More
Well,
like,
that's what I'm searching for.
Yeah,
If it's
no.
not there,
Frogs.
it's not there. No.
oh,
I
I don't want to kill frogs just for their legs.
I would say that Kincaid notices that this river is very well plenished. Like it's not really fished that often.
Well, if the ogres don't come down here and swim, they're
Yeah.
not going to fish it.
That's kind of what you're putting together. So just kind of confirms what you've been hearing about them not liking water.
Anything weird about the water?
Nope. It just
Like
looks
anything at the bottom?
nope. You would
Anything
notice that it's
sunken,
I would say it's about
weird
say
metal.
100 to 120 feet across. So
Oh,
it's
it's big.
a fairly wide river, but it's not really fast moving. It's moving, but it's not like gushing water. Like it's easy to swim in.
Clear, muddy.
Probably a little bit muddy, just
Woods.
because you're in the jungle with a lot of sediment. And
Woods is gonna dip in also for a little bath.
it sounds good. Probably feels really refreshing
Perfect.
after being in the void for a year and a half.
Yeah. Well, I'm a crusty
Get that space dust off you.
space dust.
We are stardust.
Is that another song?
Yes, I was like, I'm not even going to attempt it. If you know the song I was singing, comment.
I don't know the song.
For our
It wasn't for our
listeners.
listeners, not you.
It's pretty obvious. I don't know what it is.
Okay, so next morning,
Yeah, give me the next morning. You guys bring
Well,
the fish.
I'm taking to the fish, explain to her what each one is, how you would prepare it,
I'm
what you
there
would
to
use
eat
to
it.
catch it with.
Okay. Yes.
Catfish, something stinky.
Yeah. He is very excited about having to try new food, and you definitely get that they haven't had fish before.
I would show them how to prepare it.
So you guys have
Citrus,
a nice
if they have probably in the jungle, they would probably have some citrus.
probably. So you have a nice reminiscent cooking lesson at the pigsty. Vasa is sleeping out under the stars on the farm. Woods, I guess you bought 2 rooms.
no, Woods is at the bar while they're cooking, and she's eating it all. I mean,
Oh, perfect. You're the taste tester.
100% where I would be.
You're
And
trying to convince them to have a competition, so you get 2 meals.
I'm also giving like stupid remarks. Like, I feel like you should add like in its. She doesn't know how to cook.
Oh yeah, I forgot
So,
she doesn't know how to cook.
She like is so arbitrary the things
If
that
you
she's
say
saying.
beef leather, Kincaid's going to jump over the counter.
Can you
with a
wrap
frying
this
pan.
in some like beef leather, like a little sushi piece or something?
Evening goes by uneventful. So the next morning,
The order shows up and they
Nope.
take us. All right. So are you coming back to us, or do we have to go get you?
Yeah, like I'll come back after.
Baby, come back.
Yeah, like after the next morning.
Yeah.
I'll just come back and.
Vasa,
You find what-
Vasa's walking back with a handful of freshly baked bread from Farmer Joe.
You find Wood sitting at the bar eating again.
We can have lox and bagels.
Yes,
for
done.
breakfast.
That's what we're having.
It is a farm, so there would be nice fresh cheese and
The goat
everything
cheese
that you
on
would
there.
need. And now that you have the fish,
So we would tell Basso,
Yeah.
out of earshot of everybody,
Yeah.
that the Order of Light was seen 2 months ago traveling south towards Carhang. They come frequently, and they looked distressed, disturbed.
Yeah. Frustrated. So we're kind of thinking, unless you were dead set on going to Carhang, changing our plans and following the tapestry.
I think we still go to Carhang.
Okay. Well,
I mean, we're over here. It's been 2 months since the order's been here,
okay.
and I mean, if we go back towards Black Bay Harbor, we're just gonna run into more order people.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
So
You should probably scout ahead, though. Use your ranger abilities to find them before they find us.
Oh yeah.
Ranger.
Can we talk about how I, as a player, have never done that before, and I have played a ranger so many times? How do I do that? I'll look it up in the book.
and
think you just
it's
track.
your favorite terrain, and you're
Oh.
tracking, so you're rolling survival.
Okay.
You're in the forest, which I think is one of your favorite terrains.
And I'm sure they're not trying to
Or is
not
it
be found.
Mountains and coast.
Mountains and coastal are my favorite terrains.
You would know how to do scouting and that type of stuff. So
Okay, great.
reading tracks and that type of stuff.
It's been 2 months though, so didn't like.
You'd be able to notice if there was new tracks.
Gotcha. Okay, yeah, we do that.
So you guys are going to leave Stomperton and go south to Carhang.
Let's do it.
Yep.
we'll do it.
We're all packed up, ready to go.
So you already established it's going to take 4 days. And everybody go ahead and roll a D. Let's do the percentile. Just so we get it out there.
Come on, double kitties. 13.
85.
46.
I
right.
think it's 94 in it. Don't you do the double digit
Double
first?
digit is your
Oh,
tens.
yeah, 94. Sorry.
So
Since we don't roll percentages very much.
Yeah.
That's
why we're rolling it to practice.
Right?
Yep,
so
my bad.
mine would be a 13.
Yeah, yours is a 13.
It's been a long day.
All
I've been
right.
up since 5:30.
So
no
Nick-
big deal.
Yeah, us too.
Nick is going to do the random encounter roller for one of your days.
All right.
We'll say the second day. The first day went uneventful. Second day, something happens, and Nick is going to help us figure out what that is.
Okay.
Oh, I have the thing.
Good, because I don't have it prepared.
All right, Nicholas, roll a 20.
9.
Scenic only. Then you're going to roll a D12.
3.
Fully avoid it. And then D4.
1.
The dead of night.
All right, so it's the dead of night on the second day. I guess it'd be at the end of the second day. And you guys notice something, but you fully avoid it. So it sounds like something kind of fun that you notice, or maybe it's not fun that you notice, but what do you notice?
I know what we don't notice.
Some Order of Light people?
Yeah, the black and white clan.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess we'll notice maybe some like bobcats running around or something, or some animals in the jungle.
Okay.
Are they acting weird, maybe?
I think
It's the dead
they
of
might be
night.
like playing around or
Okay.
chasing each other or something just for fun. And we see them, but they don't see us.
Woods gets spooked, so she kind of alerts you guys to some noise that she's hearing, so y'all kind of hide. And then you see a pack of bobcats kind of come out, and they're playing around by your fire, like the firelight, trying to catch firebugs or something like that. And it
Is there a baby bobcat?
Sure, there's a baby bobcat now.
Yeah, there's a couple baby bobcats.
Maybe they're trying to teach the baby bobcats how to hunt.
How to pounce.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I take my dagger out and try to reflect the firelight
Yeah, you can do
like
that.
I'm playing with them?
Yeah.
Or I probably got a spell for that.
You probably do.
A cat trip? Could I do a
Cat
cat
trip?
trip? No, I don't have anything that would be fun.
All right, go ahead and roll an animal handling check just to see how successful you are at
Jeez.
enticing the little baby bobcats.
7.
It's kind of hard to get a good reflection without revealing your location, so you don't want to risk scaring them.
Gotcha.
And they play for about a couple of hours, and then they just wander on their way.
All right. That was uneventful, but fun.
Hey guys, it's Mike, your host and Dungeon Master at Carriage Rest Tales. I just want to say thanks for spending the time listening to us on our podcast. It really just means a lot to us. If you are enjoying this content, please like and subscribe to this channel, and we'll pass this along to your friends so we can grow our listenership as well. You should also check us out on our website at carriageresttales.com. At our website, you'll be able to access some of our additional content, such as our one-shot episodes, but you'll also be able to see some of the information on how you can get a hold of us either through social media or email. As always, thanks again for being a listener, and don't be a stranger. We'd love to hear from you. Enjoy the rest of the show. Next morning, you guys are heading deck down. This is the third day, so you have 2 more days left. Go ahead and roll perception checks.
Geez, something about this number 10.
19.
16.
All right, so Woods, you notice it because you are up doing like your ranger stuff. So you're like up in a tree and you're looking out at the forest. And what you see is that little bobcat family has started to kind of circle around, and they're kind of following your guys' trail, kind of like they've smelt you, and they're just kind of hanging around and seeing, kind of curious what that smell is. And you're kind of watching them, but then over on the side, you see a large constrictor snake that's kind of got like a shadowy hue to it.
Oh, no.
And you see that it's kind of slithering towards these bobcat family.
I'm going to shoot it. I'm going to Hail of Thorns, and I am going to shoot... Oh, crap. 15.
A 15 does hit, so you're going to hit this constrictor snake. And how much damage are you dealing to it?
13.
So it definitely takes the hit and...
Oh, wait, I did Hail of Thorns, too.
Oh, you did? Man, you were just going all out for this
Yeah,
snake.
the little baby...
Baby bobcats,
the
you got to
little
save
baby
them. I
bobcats.
understand.
All right, I needed to do a dexterity saving throw.
11?
Fails.
Okay.
So it's also going to take 1 d10 of piercing damage.
How does a snake do a dexterity saving throw?
Slithers out of the
I
way.
imagine just rolls.
Why is the 10 dice always difficult to find? Is it the percentile we were just using?
Yes, it was.
8 more damage.
8 more damage. And does that hit other creatures in the area?
Everyone within a 5-foot dex area, but
Does a 14 and a 6 pass?
a 6 fails, a 14 passes.
You notice that one more snake kind of lets out a little as it gets hit with the hail of thorns.
I love that. And then I'm going to shoot another arrow at the big snake. Ooh, better. 28.
That definitely hits.
Now, my Callous Slayer, I can use it now.
I believe so.
Okay, I'm going to do that.
It doesn't really specify which attack it has to be.
So 7 and 7 is 14 damage. and then another 3 for Callous Slayer.
So you do a pretty hefty amount of damage to this constrictor snake, and it starts looking around. And then you also notice that 2 other heads kind of turn because they followed your arrows, so they know where you are at now.
And I'm going to give a heads up to my friends.
Let's go ahead and roll initiative so we have an idea of turn order now for how fast Woods is able to let you guys know what's going on.
13.
23.
20.
All right, Woods is going first anyways, and then 20, 13, and my snakes got a 9.
Uh-huh.
And then you can put a second enemy on there too,
Oh, great.
which got a 20.
What'd you get?
I got
Vaso?
20.
I'll let Vaso go first.
Okay.
All right. Vaso.
So how far away am I? So, okay, Woods comes back and says, hey guys, there's like she tells us
I'm
about
going to stay
snakes,
up
or-
in the tree because evidently I was up in a tree. So I'm just going to do like a little whistle hand. We would have, assuming we would have worked out some hand
Okay.
signals.
I assumed you would have if you were purposely sending Woods out to scout.
Yeah. So I'm going to do my little caw, caw.
Okay, so do we see the snakes yet?
Go ahead and roll a perception check.
Great. 6.
You do not see the snakes. You can follow Woods' direction, but you don't see the snakes. You can run that direction, but you won't be able to see them.
Okay. So Vaso's going to cautiously go towards the direction that Woods is pointing.
Okay, so you got what weapon do you have out?
I have my axe.
Okay, you get your axe out and you're kind of preparing and walking slowly.
Yep. Hang on a sec. So I have speak with animals. Do I have to be able to see the animals?
I don't think you do. I don't know what the spell says.
Nick, you were just in my brain.
But if he doesn't know there's an animal there,
No, he knows the.
Yeah.
Oh, do you know the?
he knows the bobcats are there.
Yeah. Is that who you're trying to talk to? The Bobcats?
I was gonna talk to the snakes and tell them to go away if they want to live.
Oh,
I think your
so
speak.
you.
If I remember correctly, though, your speak with animals, you're getting it from your totem warrior, which is a ritual cast. So it takes you 10 minutes to cast it.
It does duration 10 minutes.
Yep. So that's like the idea is you can sit down and meditate with the animal, and then you would be able to talk with them.
Got it. Okay. Never mind.
He's about to do that parcel tongue.
All right, enemy 2. Kincaid, what were you doing during this little interaction while you were walking?
I mean, I was just walking.
All right, sounds good.
I mean, did I see her fire arrows?
I'll say at this point, just because the initiative order, you saw her fire arrows and you hear her say, hey, there's, what did you say?
Caw,
Caw. And then you see her pointing. And as you turn to look at that direction, you feel a very heavy weight on your back as a panther has pounced on you. Does a 14 hit you?
It's a good question. Yes, it does.
You are going to take 6 piercing damage from a bite on your neck, and I need you to make a strength saving throw.
4.
You are knocked prone as this panther is now on top of you, and it is biting your neck at the moment.
No hickeys, please.
Hey, if you use a whisk, did you see that thing on the internet? You can whisk out a hickey.
Oh, I did not see that.
I imagine a 24 also hits you.
Mm-hmm.
As the first panther is on your back, biting at you, you feel some jaws clamp around your foot,
Oh no.
and it starts trying to drag you back the other way as you take 9 piercing damage.
Oh
It
no.
got a crit.
Cool.
All right, that brings us up to Kincaid. You're on the ground with the panther on you and getting pulled another direction by a different one.
Well, I don't like this at all.
I imagine not.
I'm going to. Where's Woods at? I know I'm laying on my back.
You can see me in a tree.
There's a big panther on me.
Yep.
Can I look up in this direction and see Woods?
Go ahead and make a perception check.
There's 2 panthers are biting me.
Which is annoying
No.
because we were trying to save the panthers.
You rolled a 1.
No, or saving bobcats.
These are panthers.
Oh, these are not the bobcats
These
we're
are
trying to
not the
save.
bobcats you're trying to
Are
save.
these panthers shadowy?
Yes, they are.
Okay, this makes I feel better now. I mean, I don't feel better, but I feel better.
All right. So I don't see Woods.
You
'cause
do
I
not
got
see much.
a
You got a 1.
black fur in my face. I'm going to cast Misty Step and teleport 30 feet away.
Excellent use of the spell right now.
So, briefly surrounded by silvery mist, you teleport up to 30 feet to an unoccupied space that you can see.
Yep. So you look up and you're able to see us about 30 feet away in the jungle, and you just poof. I think that's a bonus. Is that a bonus
It
action?
is.
So you still have a action.
Woods is in a tree and she's never seen you do this before, and she's like, "What? What?" It's just like now scanning for you and can't find you.
You can roll a perception if you want to see if you find him. It takes you a second.
23.
Yeah, it takes you a second, but then you're able to spot him again because you see like a bunch of ferns kind of move out of the way. Yeah.
I don't want them to see me, so I'm going to move an additional 30 feet away from them.
Okay.
And ready a spell if they come near me.
That brings us up to enemy 1. They are going to start slithering towards Woods. And I'm going to say there's 3 snakes that are slithering towards the tree that Woods is in. I'm going to say the lead snake, the one that didn't get hit, starts climbing up your tree.
Okay.
But they're just closing the distance on their turn because they don't know about Vaso. That brings us up to Woods.
Now that my friend is out of the way, I'm going to Hail of Thorns down again and hit the snake that's coming up the tree.
So you're shooting the snake on the tree.
Dirty 20 to hit.
That hits.
Dang it.
What?
I wanted to say second level on the...
Sorry.
That's fine, I forgot to. Next time I cast it, it's going to be second level. Saying that now. 8 damage for my first one, and then dex save.
Give it disadvantage because it's climbing a tree. 3.
Oh, that fails. Ooh, 7 damage on top of that. And then I'm going to shoot it.
You roll a d6 also.
Yeah, wait, all of them. Are all the snakes in a 5-foot area?
I will say the other one that only took a little bit of damage is on its way there.
Okay.
That got a 19 though.
Okay, that passes. And you want me to roll a d6?
Yep.
1.
Okay. When the snake fell out of the tree, it took an additional fall damage.
Perfect. And then I'm going to Callous Slayer with an additional 6.
Well, you have to roll to see if you hit because that was the first time you hit that snake. He was one that hadn't.
Oh,
been
that
hit
was
yet.
a different snake? Okay. 22.
That hits.
I know. 9 damage, and then another 2 for Callous Slayer.
Sounds good.
It's not my fault you gave me a magical bow.
I know.
It has a plus 12.
I know. Yeah, you have a good character for ranged weapons right now.
I
Your
love
bow is plus 12.
Yeah, there's archer fight style,
Yeah.
high dexterity, proficiency,
it. Yeah.
and a magic bow.
But that's all I can do, really.
And you cast spells.
And I can cast a couple of spells.
Alrighty. Bonus action or movement? Woods?
Hail of Thorns was my bonus action.
Movement?
Can I jump to another tree?
You could try.
Yeah, of course I can try.
Roll a dexterity.
Athletics?
I'll give you athletics.
10.
Go ahead and roll a dexterity saving throw.
17.
All right, roll 1d6.
1.
As you fell out of the tree, you only took 1 damage as you did a nice, elegant roll on a fern or something.
So I didn't make it to another
You
tree.
did not make it to another tree.
So I'm just now down on the ground.
Yes.
Dang it.
I think that's reasonable.
Yeah, no, it's not your fault. I just not
All
what
right.
I wanted to do.
I know. Vaso.
Okay, so Wood was out in front of me.
Yeah, you definitely see where
Okay.
Woods is at now. And then now that she has shot the snakes, you see where the snakes were starting to go up towards the tree that she was at.
Okay.
So at this point, now you can see the snakes.
Okay. So you're gonna go up to the closest one.
Okay, sounds good.
Is it isolated or how far?
There was one that took a little bit. The first one that Sam shot kind of got slowed down a little bit because it just took so much damage unexpectedly.
Okay.
So that one's kind of behind the rest of them a little bit.
Okay. Yeah, you're gonna go up to the closest one and swing at it.
All right,
With
sounds
my
good. It does not know you're there, so I'm going to give you a +2 for flanking. Is what I'm using.
16.
That hits.
4
Okay.
damage.
Yeah.
Poor Amy.
Wow, you
A whopping 4.
Tell
You're
that
so
snake.
strong.
You barely nicked the snake as it was slithering.
Right. And then he's just gonna swing at it again. Do I still get +2, or do I lose that?
I'll give it to you this time too, just because it's still your turn.
13.
13 hits.
6 damage.
All right, that was a little bit more. Not much, but a little.
So I'm guessing the snake now knows that I'm there.
It does know you're there. Yes.
Okay. Crap. What do I do now? Get away from him. I don't want to get bit by him.
Run,
I mean-
Forrest, run.
Well, I don't want to disengage because he'll be able to attack me.
Yep. You will.
Yeah. So I'll just hang out there.
Alrighty, I need to roll a perception check for my Panthers. A 6 and a 9. So they probably do not know where Kincaid was at. So they do see a barbarian, though, that is standing and swinging an axe in the forest. So they are going to change their targets and start running towards Vaso.
Great.
Does an 18 hit you?
Yes.
You're taking 5 piercing damage, and you need to make a strength saving throw.
14.
Passes, so you're able to, you take that bite, but then you kind of slough it off and it falls off. But then right behind it, another one's coming to close on you. I assume a 20 hits you, so 8 more piercing damage. And then you need to take another strength saving throw, but at disadvantage because you kind of got hit off balance a little bit.
6.
So you get knocked prone as a panther is on top of you, starting to like rake at your armor and trying to bite down at your face. And that brings us up to Kincaid.
Since I had readied an action,
Okay.
is there a way I can like at least cast a firebolt or something?
Yeah, we
Yeah,
can
with at
probably
least
do
one of
that.
the snakes, or
Let's do, I don't know how to do that.
because I ran away
Yeah, you ran away. What
and I was
it?
readying an action in case the panthers came at me. But I
Oh,
feel like
legit,
once I saw them running towards
You would have changed
Basso,
yours.
maybe I could have cast it at least at the snake or something.
I mean, you can use your action to cast and stuff like normal, I think. I don't know. Are you trying to get 2 casts in or something?
Yeah, so I had readied a spell and I was going to like cast it, and then in my turn
How
cast
many
another
spell points does your quickening require?
2.
All right, let's just say you only have to use 1 of your spell points for a quickening. Since you had readied a spell, so you were kind of a little bit prepared.
Okay. Since the snake is still in the tree.
It just fell at the base of the tree because it fell.
Oh, it did fall. Okay, I'd like to cast a firebolt at the snake. And do I get advantage? Because
I'm not raging yet.
It's not raging yet.
what the heck, man? You're a barbarian.
I thought,
I need a rage, man.
I thought I could take out the snake really quick.
Yeah.
Just a farmer, man.
Just a farmer, but he's got his farmer.
I'm trying to
got his farmer brain
I'm trying
on.
to conserve them. You know?
I feel like.
All right.
But
So I'm
yeah.
going to do a firebolt at the snake.
Yep. One that
Not at advantage. 16.
that hits.
See, you got it. You don't need. You
So
don't
you
need
don't
my
even
help.
need him.
That's 2d10 fire damage. 6 damage.
Okay.
It's fire damage. I'm going to expend a spell point and cast. Well, how far away is the panther from me?
We'll just say 30 feet.
Perfect. All right. At a second level, learning from Sam's mistake, I'm going to cast Witch Bolt
Okay.
at the panther.
The one that's on top of us or the one that's missed, like, sloughed off of him?
Knowing my spell would Basso take lightning damage. It's a direct line.
I don't think so.
Okay. I'm going to do it the one on Basso.
Okay.
So it's a second level. Make a ranged spell attack. Oh, God, I'm nervous.
You could do it.
10.
10 misses.
Dang it.
You spark out and it hits like a branch on the way there. Is there any damage for a fail?
No.
Okay.
It's just a hit or a miss.
Enemies 2 was my panthers, so they are going to claw.
They already did.
Oh, enemy 2 must be my.
Enemy 2 is your panthers, weren't they?
They were
They're your snake.
snake. Okay. Oh, sorry. Yes, snakes.
This guy.
I know.
I know.
Why are my cat dice cold?
I mean, they're still new.
Gotta.
First snake that Vaso hit is going to try to bite Vaso for a 10.
That misses.
I'm going to say one of the other snakes circles back around because it's close to Vaso and it's going to circle back and try to bite you as well. 11.
That misses.
And then the other snake is going to continue towards Woods. I'm going to say that because you fell, it's going to be able to reach you.
Okay.
It's going to try to bite you for 19.
That passes.
9 piercing damage and make a strength saving throw.
13.
All
No,
right.
23. 23.
Slightly different numbers. How does the 16 go to 23? We're going to have to check that math because
All right, I
this
have
is
a-
strength.
What's 15 and 8?
Why do you get 8 on a strength saving throw?
I have a +8 to my dexterity. I'm proficient in
Yeah,
dexterity.
Strength saving throw.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Got a checker over there.
6.
You get bit and then you feel it kind of pull you around as it starts curling around you.
Ew.
It's a constrictor snake, in case you're wondering. All right, that brings us up to Woods.
Perfect timing. I am going to take out. Can I reach any of my weapons?
Yeah, your hands are free.
Okay, I'm gonna take out.
Well, at least one hand is free, we'll say.
Yeah, I'm gonna take out my my sickles, and I'm just gonna first. I'm gonna cast inflict wounds on a second level. So anytime you use a melee weapon, make a melee spell attack against a creature you can reach on a hit. The target takes 3d10, but this is gonna be second level higher, so it's gonna be 4d10 on top of what I do.
All right, so it's a melee attack on him.
Yep, a melee attack. So first I'm gonna hit my sickles with my first one's gonna be 12 to hit.
You have to hit first.
Make a melee attack against a creature you can reach. On a hit,
Yeah, you don't have to actually hit with your sickles. That's just saying you are making a spell attack.
no,
Melee-
make a melee. Oh,
Melee spell attack.
Oh, I didn't know I had that.
So it's kind of like you're punching them or grabbing them and you're casting the spell.
Oh, that's so cool. I thought it was on top of my damage. Okay, well, let's just try it. She's never done it before, but she's kind of freaking out, and she
I'm going
feels...
to give you advantage because you are physically like grappling this creature.
Yeah.
So it should be easier to hit them, but you still need to roll because you might have like your arm kind of trapped that you can't touch them. Does that make sense?
Okay, can I roll again?
Yeah. Roll advantage, so twice.
15. What do I add? My spell attack
Your
modifier?
spell attack modifier.
So dirty 20.
That hits.
And then I'm going to do 4d10. 10, 1,
11,
11 18, and 9 is what?
27.
27.
So as you feel this,
Love this spell.
as you feel this snake kind of start squeezing around you, you reach out and touch the side of it, and you let this dark energy come out of you, and it fizzles, and just the snake poofs into a dark shard.
That's a keeper spell.
Heck yeah, it
That was
is.
an awesome spell. Good timing too.
Perfect timing.
That was your action, so you still have a bonus action and a movement.
Who's around me?
I would say you're about 20 feet away from Vaso, currently in a battle with 2 panthers and 2 snakes.
As a bonus action, can I shoot my bow?
No, because you are using a different weapon.
Because I already attacked. Well, I was using my hands, basically, as the weapon. I'm going to go back up the tree.
All right, so you're going to start climbing up the tree.
Yeah, I'd like to get back up the
All
tree.
right, go ahead and roll a dex. Athletics is what you wanted.
Athletics is strength plus 5. 18 and 5 is 23.
So you're able to get about 10, 15 feet up in the tree.
Great. I'm on like a branch.
All right, Vaso, you're on the ground and you're getting mauled by a panther.
Yeah, so Vasto, he's angry, so he's going to go into rage.
Sounds good.
And then he is going to try to get the one that got him grappled off of him. So I guess strength saving throw,
Was he grappled? I don't remember being grappled.
right?
Yeah, I thought you shrugged him off and he just bit you.
Yeah,
Well,
you're not.
I did on the first one.
You're not grappled. I think you're just standing face to face to a snake.
I mean, he's on the ground, but I don't think either of the snakes grappled you. I thought Sam was the first.
No,
or-
The panther
the
grappled?
panther.
oh, yeah, the panther's on top of you. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I get what you're saying now. Yeah, strength saving throw to see if you can push him off. Or you can just attack him. Whatever you want to do.
Just bear hug him back and snap his spine.
Maul him to the ground.
Yeah, he's gonna. All right, he's gonna try to get the one off of him.
All right, you're going to try to throw the panther off you.
Natty 20.
All right, yeah, you're
You
definitely
rolled a
gonna,
20 and a 19?
yeah, that was a good roll.
Heck yeah.
All right, so you are definitely going to, with your barbarian strength, you're definitely going to throw this panther off you right into a tree. So go ahead and roll 2d8.
8 and 5, which is 13.
All right, so you guys hear a nice subtle crack as you see this panther kind of bend around the tree, and then it poofs into a black shard.
Nice. You're
Now,
so strong.
You're still laying on the ground, but you are panther free, at least on top of you. But there's another panther like growling in your ear.
He's gonna punch it in the face.
Sounds good. So do a unarmed attack as you kind of roll and just go bam.
A 3.
A 3.
3 plus. Do I don't know. I didn't
You'd add proficiency and strength.
think. Okay, so that's a 9.
9 is not going to hit.
Okay.
So the panther just quickly dives out of the way.
Okay.
And since it's its turn, it's going to dive out of the way and try to bite your hand. 11.
That misses.
And then you're going to get bit by 2 snakes. A 24 to hit and a 10 to hit. I think
The
that's it.
24 hits and the 10 misses.
All right, you take 10 piercing damage and make a strength saving throw. You have advantage on those because you are raging. And you take half damage from the piercing.
Yeah, okay, piercing. Okay. And then strength saving.
Correct.
Thank God I had advantage. 17 plus 6, 23.
Passes. So it starts to try to pull you back, but you're just too meaty to drag over and start wrapping around. And that brings us up to Kincaid.
All right, so is there a panther on top of him again?
No, he's through the panther. There's a panther next to him.
So there's nothing on top of him.
Nothing on top of him.
I would like to cast Magic Missile on the panther. So I think it's instantaneous. Dart deals 1d4 plus 1. I can do 3 darts. 4,
It's a cool dice.
4, 5,
4, 4, 5, 8, 13.
and it's force damage.
All right, so it goes in to try to bite Vaso, but the reason it misses because it got hit with 3 darts and it poofs into a dark shard.
Sweet. What's left? A couple of snakes?
Couple of snakes.
And then, just because I'm mad, I'm going to do my sorcery point and cast a firebolt at
It
Snake.
takes 2 sorcery points now.
Yes,
right?
it does. Do we determine I get half these back with a short rest?
Yes.
And I get advantage. Someone finally raged.
Yeah. This is
Firebolt, coming at
Firebolt.
you. That was a
That's
12.
a 12. Yep.
20.
That hits.
7 and a cat. 17.
All right.
These dice are really cool.
They're really
They are.
cool. I like the shape of the D. What is it, a 6? Or
It's actually a D4. You can touch my dice, but the Dungeon Master
I
cannot.
can't touch the dice now.
Oh, that's so. It's a
D4, but it's rounded.
It's a 4, but it's rounded, so it doesn't.
Rounded, so there's only 4 sides it can sit on.
Oh,
yeah, that's sick.
Those are cool.
That is pretty cool.
All right, you can touch it.
Let our nerds
It's a
out.
D4. I don't care.
Whoa, we care about D4s.
No,
Remember
we
when
don't.
he's like, oh.
I'll only use it when I cast Magic Missile.
My enemies have already went because I accidentally did it back to back. So we're up to woods.
Okay, I'm up in this tree, so I want to.
You will notice that the snakes took the hit. They seem to be a little bit more fortified than the panthers were.
I'm going to shoot.
It's that scale mail.
Are the snakes next to each other?
Yeah, they're both very
With-
interested
Oh,
in
boy.
Vaso.
Okay, they're within 5 feet of each other.
Yes, they are.
I'm going to cast Hell of Thorns, level 2, and I'm going to shoot at the snake on the right first. 14 to hit.
That hits. How much damage does it do?
You rolled a 2.
I did.
You still hit.
I got 8
It's amazing.
damage. And then has it taken damage before?
It has.
Add another 1 to that.
Okay.
And then dexterity saving throw for both snakes, please.
And Nicholas, or Vaso.
And Vaso. Everyone gives me a dex save.
A 22 and a 21.
You pass.
15.
And you pass. We take half damage. So 5. Everyone gets additional. Take 5 damage.
Vaso, I'm going to say that as the consolation, since the snakes were distracted by this, you were able to roll away. So you're no longer in melee combat with the snakes, if you want to be. Or you can roll to the snakes. I don't care.
Oh, or away.
And then I'm going to shoot the other snake.
What type of damage was that?
That was piercing damage.
You take half.
Half of the half.
Half of the half.
So 2.
Gotta look out for you.
Dirty 20. No, 18. I lied.
18 hits.
15 damage. And then another 6.
So 15 and 6 is 21.
I believe so.
right.
Last I checked.
Yeah.
One of the snakes in your Hail of Thorns kind of poofed out, and then the other one is not looking too hot, but are not known for retreating, so it is still kind of dead-eyed on Vaso.
Okay. That's all I got.
Vaso,
So it's just one more snake.
just one more snake.
Or I'm just going to walk up to it and swing away.
Do it.
You should punch it.
Do I get advantage on
Thorn whip
attacks?
it. Not on attacks.
Okay. 14.
14 hits.
10 damage.
10 damage, and with that, your last little attack, you're able to knock out that last snake, and you guys are successfully out of combat.
I'm going to climb up the tree a little bit higher and see if I can see the bobcats.
You would see that the bobcats have ran away, but they are unharmed.
Good.
Go ahead and roll a perception check while you're up there, though.
7.
Yep. You just see the bobcats are safely in there running away now that they think that you guys are scary and don't want to be by you.
Okay. I'm going to come down. Be like, I didn't think those were going to be here. You guys want to do some scouting? You want to turn back?
Well, don't we need to separate the shards? Didn't we learn that they can
Oh,
aggregate?
You did learn that.
Yeah, how do we do that? Well, we don't want to carry them, right? Because don't they affect us like whole croxes?
Wasn't there a way we can destroy them?
No, we have not found a way to just. When the DM just stares at you like, you guys should remember, with a smirk on his face. Who remembers?
I'm trying to get over the fact that Kincaid's like thousands of years old.
Yeah,
So
you're still
I
distracted.
can't.
I get it.
Do you
there's-
remember, Nick? You usually remember everything.
I don't remember that, though.
I remember we want to keep them apart, but I remember
Yeah.
I thought we tried to hurt the shard and we couldn't.
You would remember that you can't hurt the shards.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh.
I was gonna roll a
you
history
guys-
check.
You guys spent a lot of time with the cave elves, and they informed you that they are indestructible.
But they do clump together to create big monsters.
Okay, so what we'll do
So maybe we
is
each take one.
we'll leave one, and then we'll continue on our journey, and like every couple miles or so, we'll
Drop one.
drop one.
Can we remember where we dropped them so when we come back, they're going to be here?
Sure.
Okay.
Right.
Are we still going?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, we're almost there.
That's true.
We got what?
Yeah,
One more day.
Day,
You're over halfway.
Day 3, so
Okay.
it's gonna take us longer to get back. So
Everyone go ahead and roll a history check.
10.
13.
12.
So I'm going to say you guys get about, we'll say, an hour away. And Vaso, you remember as you guys are holding these dark shards and they slowly disappear into Dorma, that Danoa can't exist too long on the one side because they eventually get pulled back to the other side.
Solves that
so
problem.
eventually they're going to disappear anyways.
Yep.
Okay.
All right.
That's Dorma's problem.
yeah.
Yep. Not my problem.
I mean, it kind of is our problem because we're trying to figure out this whole Dorma situation.
And you guys need to do 3 more survival checks to get out of this. Well, hold on. Stop rolling.
Oh, good.
To get out of this jungle to the rest of the way.
I thought we were on the outskirts of the jungle.
The rest of your journey, so the next day and a half.
It's through the jungle.
I guess you're not in the jungle anymore, but you're going to have other possible monsters you're going to have to deal with.
Welcome to the jungle.
I don't really want to fight all those monsters.
Yeah, either do I.
So I was going to have you guys do 3 survival checks, and we're going to say the DC is 14, and each one that you fail, you'll take whatever damage you just had accrued this last fight.
I took 15 damage.
I took 10.
So you might have to take some
I can
healing
die.
spells or something.
Can we heal first before we do this?
Sure.
Want to heal?
Yeah,
You wanna heal?
Or if you
You take
guys
a short
want,
rest.
or if you guys want, you can roll it out, and then we can settle the heals afterwards. You know what I mean? Like, see if you need to heal.
Yeah, because I feel like as we'd be going through the journey, we'd like roll and be like, all right, I need to heal.
Yeah, exactly. You guys can choose who's doing your survival checks, though.
Oh,
Oh, well, I just rolled an 18.
Okay.
well,
so
you're
you
doing the
passed
first
one.
one.
I have a +5 to survival.
I have a +1,
I have a +6.
Ooh.
so I'm not rolling.
All right, I rolled 1. Can Nick roll 1? Did you just get a roll 1?
All right, so you failed one. So whatever damage you just took and spell slots you used in that last fight,
Oh, and
you use that again.
All right, well then I maxed out on my spell slots.
Okay.
Yeah, I need to heal.
Even sorcery
No,
points.
not sorcery points.
I'm
I'm hitting the spellcaster pretty hard on this, so
Yeah, you think?
you have 8 health. Is that what that is over there?
Well,
Okay, we
I
got
took
one more.
I don't
30.
have any spell slots to cure wounds, so I can take 10 more. Okay, I'm gonna roll. Or do you want to make it? Do you want to get?
Yeah, I got 6, so
Well, I mean,
that was just a bad roll.
yeah, it's just a bad roll. It's not
unless we
really. It's
take
not like
hit
you meant
dice.
to do
Yeah,
it.
you don't want to kill Kincaid. What's another party member?
I mean, I can also roll a 1 though. The odds are exactly the same as to what we.
5%.
But he gets a +6 and I get a +5. So really, he should roll.
Go ahead, kill Kincaid. It's fine.
Natty 20.
Ooh.
With a natty 20, we should like.
Get spell slots back.
No. But you guys do make it through the jungle excursion with only fighting 2 different monsters, or groups of monsters. What was the second group of monsters that you guys fought?
It's still Danoa.
Oh, yeah, but they were
still
like in
Danoa.
the air, like flying Danoa.
Flying Danoa, so
Yeah.
maybe some giant eagles or something like that.
Yeah.
I will say on the second time you are fighting, since you are fighting flying monsters, you see that there is a rift kind of floating in the sky, and you remember like, oh, I need to close the rift so monsters don't just keep coming out.
Awesome. So I'm going to.
Yeah, we learned that at the order.
But you guys forgot it on your first encounter of this session.
Oh yeah.
I have an excuse. I want to
Close the rift, kill the
Shoot.
Danoa, save the people.
Yeah,
God, how
thank
do
you,
we-
Order of Light.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
I like look at Vasa. I'm like, we've been out. Like that's no longer ingrained in my mind. That feels freeing.
Should probably bring that back.
Yeah. All right.
So
good
if we
call.
close the rifts first, the Danoa get
I think
weaker.
well, they stopped
They
coming,
stop- they can't come through.
and
Since you taught me that.
does it weaken them too?
It does, yes.
Okay.
Didn't I have rift stitch? Yeah,
Rift
You
stitch.
have Rift Stitch, yep.
I guess
All right,
I could have done it too,
How big is this rift?
About 10.
Okay.
So that's the size you think it would take, but it would end up taking 20 hit points to close it. Because for some reason, rifts are being harder to close now.
Okay. Even though I have my bow.
Well, with your bow, yeah, you'd be able to half it back to 10.
All right. So I close it with 10. So the rift is closed, but I now also need to take some hit dice.
Yep, I was going to say, we can do a short rest here. As you guys crest the last hill, out in the distance, you see a very large rift, about the size of a city. It looks more like a dome because it's just too big in order to like be that 2D rift kind of that I'm picturing. So picture more like a big dome covering this whole city that's just this dark void of a rift. And there's monsters flying in and out of it, running in and out of it. And you see just a epic battle on the front lines of Order of Light and these monsters. That's what we'll end the episode.
Ah, looks like the bard has done it again. What a splendid crowd y'all have been. Thank you so much for joining us here at the Carriage Rest Inn.
Hey guys, it's Mike, your host and Dungeon Master at Carriage Rest Tales. I just want to say thanks for taking the time to listen to our podcast. It really means a lot to us. If you are enjoying the content and you haven't already, please give us a 5-star review. It's really going to help us grow our listenership and be able to reach more people. I also want to give a special thanks to Tabletop Audio for providing the background music for today's episode.